Alright y'all, welcome back to another video. We're going to continue our conversation with real numbers and variables, but in this particular video we're going to talk about exponents. So we're going to go over the basic fundamental building blocks of exponents, show you how to write exponents in expanded form, and then that'll be the foundational knowledge you'll need when it comes to talking about the product rule, power rule, and quotient rule a little while down the road. So an exponent is shorthand, so essentially it shows you how to write a shorter condensed version of a longer, more complex multiplication problem. So here we have 3 times 3 times 3, and we would write that as 3 to the 4th power. So the base number is going to be 3, and the exponent is going to be 4. Okay, so we have 3 as the base, and the exponent is 4. You're going to see people call it exponent power, so just something to consider as you're doing this work. So this reads 3 to the 4th power. So in this example, we have 8 times 8 times 8, so it's going to be 8 to the power of 3. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 negative 5s. So this is going to be negative 5 to the power of 5. And similarly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 y's, so it's going to be y to the power of 4. Now, similarly, on the flip side, if we have 3 to the 4th power, that means we have 3 times itself 4 times, or 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, so we have 2 sets of 3 times 3. So 3 to the 4th power ends up being 9 times 9, or 81. In this situation, we have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So what we can essentially do is we have 3 to the 4th power is going to be 81. So 81 times 3 gives us 243. Now for the last example, we have 5 times 5 times 5. We can think about it as 5 times 5 is 25, times another 5 is going to be, if we want to write it out, we have 25 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So 5 to the 3rd power is equal to 125. Now similarly here, we have 7 to the 4th power, which is 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. A way that we can simplify it is 7 times 7 is 49. So we have 2 groups of 49. So I'm not going to multiply this out, but you could do 49 times 49, and it's going to give you the proper value of 7 to the 4th power. Now here when we have 2 to the 2nd plus 5 to the 3rd, let's do 2 to the 2nd first, which is 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. And then we have 5 to the 3rd, which we've already discussed, which is equal to 125. So 4 plus 125 is equal to 129. Okay, now this is important. Take a minute and pause this. The short of it is, if we have a positive base or a negative base raised to an even power, the final product is going to be positive. If we have a negative base to an odd power, that's going to result in a negative product. So here we have negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Negative times a negative is a positive, so it gives us positive 9 times negative 3. And then if we have a positive times a negative, that's going to result in a negative. Now similarly here, we have negative 4 to the 6th power. So we got negative 4 times negative 4. It's equal to positive 16. Now we have 3 groups of that. So we have negative 4 times negative 4, which is equal to positive 16. And then negative 4 times negative 4, which is equal to positive 16. And if we take 16 times 16 times 16, that's going to be a product of 4,096. Now for this last one, we have a negative here on the outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, which is going to result in a product of 625. If we have negative 625, that's equal to negative 625. So it's important to be aware of the parentheses and where the negative sign lies, because this changed the overarching product to negative, and this tells us the base is negative. So it's two very different situations, even though they look quite similar. Okay, and this works the same for fractions. So we have 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. And similarly with 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2, 4, 8, 16 with 4 decimal places. So we have 16, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go ahead and put our decimal place there. If you need to double check on a calculator, we got 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2 gives us 0.0016. Alright, that's it for now. Hopefully this video was helpful. Just make sure that you have a really good understanding of the overarching breakdown of how to write an exponent in expanded form, and then how to work in reverse to take the numbers multiplied by itself specific number of times. That base is the number that is being repeated in the multiplication, and the power is going to be the number of times that it's repeated. Anyway, if you have any questions, need any help, definitely let me know, and I'm here to help you where I can.